Hi everyone, and welcome to our June the 7th service. This is going to be a communion Sunday, so I would like to take this opportunity to thank Pastor Jim and Nita for providing our drive-through communion last month and this month. As I started thinking about it, I realized that I could not remember the last time that Ken and I took communion together, because he's always out there and I'm always up here providing music. And it's been that way for many, many years, no matter what church that I've been in serving as an accompanist. So last month was the first time that Ken and I have been able to take communion together. We sat at home at our dining room table, and it was such a blessing. So thank you, Pastor Jim and Nita, for providing that service for us. I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank a couple of other people. Ashley is working so hard. This is a new and different environment for everyone, not only to live in, but to work in as well. And I know it's challenging and time-consuming for her to put the bulletin together for us. So send a little note to Ashley telling her thank you for all that she's doing. Another person that I would like to acknowledge this morning is my husband, Ken. And as I'm speaking to you, he is hanging his head in embarrassment. But Ken is the one who is up here filming me as I do the welcome. We come up each week and he films Pastor Jim with his sermon. And of course, you've seen him sitting over here in the middle of the aisle quite often, filming the choir or our special singers. He also helps select music. A few weeks ago, we had a call to worship that was a flash mob singing praises to God out at an intersection. Ken is the one who found that song and recommended it to me. He also recommended our special music for this morning, a beautiful song that you may already be familiar with called Creation Calls. But he's the one who found that song for me. He's also been putting our music on our church YouTube site. So if you go to YouTube, type in Pleasant Grove United Methodist Church, and be aware that there are two others. One is in Raleigh, North Carolina, and the other one I think is in Atlanta, Georgia. So just look for the small icon that has the picture of our church on it. And once you get there, if you click on that icon, go up to the top of the page, and you will see playlist. And he's actually organized all of our music into our choir anthems, duets, quartets, special music, as well as Pastor Jim's sermons. So thank you, Ken, for all that you have done to assist me. I feel like I have a music assistant now, and I don't have to pay him. Something else I'd like to mention to you before we start our service this morning is there are some changes that you'll see as you go through the service on the bulletin. The affirmation of faith and Gloria Patri are still right together on the same link, but we've moved to a different church. Instead of seeing a minister out there leading it live, you will see a large PowerPoint screen with the words placed on it. And I don't think that this will give you any trouble, but there are two light fixtures hanging down in front of that PowerPoint screen. But I just wanted to change things up a little bit and do something different. And then it does go right into the Gloria Patri after that. Our prayer for the world this morning is one I think that you will really appreciate. And it might be one that you will want to open up on your device every day to listen to and read along with, because it addresses everything that we need to be praying for. We also have a new Lord's Prayer. Instead of Kevin Hunter reading the words and you can follow the lyrics, we have singers who are at the Shenandoah Christian Music Camp singing the traditional version of the Lord's Prayer, which is so beautiful. and they sing it a cappella. And I think that you will enjoy listening to that and worshiping and praying in your heart as you listen to them sing. We also have a new doxology starting this week. It's like a big fanfare, so I hope that you'll enjoy that one. And practice singing along with these things, even if you're at home. Our special music, first of all, let me back up. Our musical offering this Sunday is going to be provided by David Burnett as a solo. And our special music is the song called Creation Calls. It's a beautiful video and is based on our psalm for today, which is Psalm 19, that talks about God's creation of the world. So those are the changes to the bulletin. Now, I'd just like to mention something to you that you are probably not aware of. Those of us who plan each week's service have a booklet called the Liturgical Planner. And it provides the scriptures and the psalms for each Sunday. It has a page devoted to hymns and solos that could be used to go along with the scriptures for that day. It also mentions important things such as the date that Advent begins, or the date of Palm Sunday, and what color the altar cloths should be to go along with these services. It mentions certain special days such as Girl Scout Day, World Communion Day, Native American Day, and God's timing is so perfect. Not only is this Trinity Sunday, but I noticed at the top of that liturgical planner that today is recognized as Peace with Justice. Peace with Justice. And nothing more needs to be said about that other than we need to pray for peace, as we are also praying for justice for what is going on in our world right now. Let me also remind you that even though at this time, in reality, there's just myself up here and Ken sitting out there in Brianna's seat right in front of Sandra and Hubert, I see you all here. I see you as I look out into each pew. I don't see empty pews. And with this being Trinity Sunday, God the Father, Jesus Christ, God the Son, and God the Holy Spirit, whom Jesus sent to earth to be with us always, to guide us and to lead us and to help us. I feel the presence of your Spirit, even as I know that you are sitting at home or wherever you may be sitting to watch this service and to worship through this service. Know that even though you are there, your Spirit is right here in this very room. And that's how we're going to start off our service this morning, with our choir singing in this very room.